Hey, what's up YouTube? Back with another video today, guys. And today I just wanted to talk to you about what I saw in the markets. Currently, it's a little bit of an upturn from like what we had last week ending on Friday. And I think the major cause from that is because, we sold off so heavy, so we're gonna get a little bit of a rise. And boy, when it opened this morning, it was like full gear, let's go. And a lot of people started like just diving into the market, and it shot up. And I saw what I potentially see was a bit of profit taking towards the tail end of the day. There was also bad news about Trump, so maybe that had a little bit of a play in it. But I think it was just kind of like, some people were like, "Yeah, I made some money. Let's pull out a little bit." And just because it was just such a like nice rise today, and so we slumped a little bit. Now tomorrow will be probably something maybe a little bit similar. We might get a little bit of a of an uptrend. We'll see how that works. I think a lot of people are anticipating the earnings season for this year to be really good, and that's something that you guys should think about right now. Currently, we have a chance that when earnings come out, it's going to stop the hemorrhaging in the stock market. The stock market can start rising again because earnings are going to be so good with share buyback programs, and also with the amount of potential earnings just from taxation and how that's going to affect the stock market as a whole. I think towards we're getting in this choppy area. The stock market's really looking for a direction, right? We've got 10 days of just not really going anywhere, and it's a play on that. And I think if we have really good earnings, the stock market will continue the bull run, and then we'll have a really good year. In which case it might get overheated because everyone will dive into the market because it'll just be such a grand run up, which I'm a little scared of. And there's also the chance that we might end up with a situation where the market will adjust accordingly to all this bad news, and then we'll go into a bear market too. So I don't think that that's necessarily likely yet because I think earnings are still going to be good, and we really didn't fall too heavily into the beginning of this month. We're starting to get towards the middle part of this month, so we'll see how this pans out for the next few weeks. Like what I see in the markets and why I see it. So we had this nice little run up for the beginning of the year, and we had a little bit of kind of not a whole lot of volatility. This was like the pretty standard of what you saw for all of 2017. And then after this point, you start seeing like major selling points. This is a lot of fear that's going on here. It happened again. Had a lot of greed pop up, more fear. Now we've got greed again, and then we've got a little bit of the sell-off, and then we've got some big spikes coming in here, and then we're going back up again, and then back down again. And during this time, from right here to right here, we really haven't had like the most amount of major companies doing their earnings reports. We had like the beginning of the year, but we also had the new tax laws coming into effect. So we'll kind of get to see the true valuation of where these companies are doing and how they're doing here very shortly. So if we have a really good for this month, for the month of April, I think this bull market will continue. I think we'll start seeing breaking past these points right here within probably about a month, which will be a rapid rise, and then we'll continue on with the bull market. If we have bad earnings coming in for the month of April, then what we're going to see, I think, is a bear market going a little bit further down than what we currently are. We'll see how that pans out, and I think there's a lot of fear going on during this time because we've got a lot of volatility, we've got a lot of trade that's going on as well. But I think if earnings come in really strong, this is going to stop. We've kind of tested the bottom right here a little bit. So we had like February 8th, and it was like we almost hit it 2 times right here for the S&P 500, and I think we broke through again right here which is kind of scary because it could be the warning signals of what a true bear market is. So if tomorrow we get some really bad news, that'll be horrible because we'll go even further down, and I think stocks will go on maybe a further sell off. But we had kind of a little bit of a rise today, not a whole lot. We might see that into tomorrow, which will be really good for the stock market. I think that you'll see a nice little rise on things going up, and I think it could be like a really good thing for you guys to look forward to if we have really good earnings. You know, if we have really good earnings, the stock market can continue on this trajectory where it was, 2 years ago. Look at the amount of craziness that this kind of happened. You didn't have anything like this kind of volatility right here. Like, look at these huge candlesticks where a lot of people are just selling off massively at these points again, but it kind of has stopped, right? It's like from right here to right here, we're not seeing these massive swings. We'll see how that pans out for the next few months. And I think a lot of people right now are looking for direction. They're looking for where the market is currently headed. Are we going to go lower than this point right here? Are we going to go where this top out right here is? If we go lower than that, then I think things are going to get a little ugly. But, if earning reports come in really strong, then we can start seeing the rise up. And it won't take very long for the S&P 500 to reach 3,000. So thanks for watching my video today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear back from you guys. And I hope to see you guys again soon. See you tomorrow.